Right, so the final game of today is a sequel to a game that we played called Monument Valley 2. Switch over. Okay, so Monument Valley 2 is published and developed by Us Two Games. Came out on the 15th of April, 2025, which I believe was the same time as the first one. The prequel to Monument Valley 3. Yes, indeed. Which Monument Valley 3, I believe, was brand new. These ones were out on iOS and Android. I think I have them both, actually. This is the sort of panoramic edition because it's landscape. Originally came out in 2022. It's available on Steam, PlayStation, Switch, and we're playing on Xbox today. It's an unedited Xbox game. Came out on 15th of April 2025. I said that. Unedited Xbox game. Thank you very much to unedited Xbox for the code for this one. It's available in a bundle with Monument Valley 1 if you don't have the first game. On its own, it's £8.99 or $9.99. As a bundle, it's £16.99 or $17.99. If you've not, it has 16 achievements, all of which are obtainable. It's a nice little puzzle game. The atmospheric return of the acclaimed smash hit Monument Valley. Explore, grow, and guide Ro and her child through a magical and moving world. So in the first game, we were returning the... It's also free on Epic Games Store on PC this week. It is. Last week, the week before last week, Monument Valley was free on Epic. This week, Monument Valley 2 is free on Epic. I'd forgotten that. Thank you for reminding me there, Leaky. But yes, it's also available in portrait version on the App Store and Google Play. It'll also be available in portrait version on the Steam. But we're playing it in landscape. So yeah, mother and child. So that's interesting. So yeah, the first game, the queen is returning, I think it's a queen because they get a crown at the end, returning all of the geometric shapes that were stolen, possibly by said little character. We just finished Monument Valley today. All of the achievements. Some of them were very Escher-like and broke my brain. So with these ones, as you can see, you can turn architecture into a different perspective. Right, switched over the game, started the record. Cool. I've done all my bits, so just checking. If we played it in portrait, I'd fall off the sofa. No, it would just have giant bars down the side and look shit. Yes, and then I've just seen the sarcasm marker. Thank you, Leaky. Even with the tone markers, I don't always see because I'm not used to them yet. I love how they've done the logo there. Welcome to the Valley. I feel very welcome. But yeah, we just finished the first game, so we returned all the geometric shapes. So now we've got a whole... Ooh, this is how they're doing them. So... the first game included the DLC and then a free charity level called Ida's Dream. This one has Monument Valley 2 and then the DLC of Lost Forest. So it's like a compendium of all the stuff that's released on mobile. But it's a nice way to finish off the stream. I don't know how many people here have played Valley. I did interview to work at us too, but it was the wrong position and I was way too underqualified. But you know, they were hiring. This was like 10 something years ago. But Ro introduces her child to the valley. They are very, very nice people. Oh, tiny. Okay, they're adorable. In the first one, we had a giant fall. Hi, Moonwind. Hi, Vincent. How are you doing? There was a sort of a stack of blocks that helped us. So this one, I imagine, it'll be somewhat of the child that helps. But can I just say how much I love how the geometry works in this game? It is beautifully designed and beautifully thought out. It's a tiny weeny, fractionally clunky, but only fractionally clunky. Because it was originally built for mobile, so there's a lot of snapping too. That means that I'm trying to use a free rotating flibbity to move my cursor, but it doesn't really have a free rotating thingy cursor-ness. In it, my totem friend, yes, it was a little yellow totem friend. That in the DLC it got blued up and then its component parts helped me at the end. I imagine it got reassembled after that. But yes, I wonder what is going to be the... oh yes, so Escher. Also, I really wish it wasn't quite so white because it's fair bright. I wonder what the... so we're introducing the child. But also, I wonder what, like, the end point of each... because the end point of each level in the first one was you got to the thing, you returned the geometric shape out of the hat, and that's how you went on. That's the end of the level. But yeah, no, if you haven't played any Monument Valley, then this game specifically is free on Epic Games this week, possibly until, like, hang on, today I think is maybe the last day. I forget when the Epic thingy goes, but it was free last time I checked. It used to be like Thursday to Thursday, but it might be Friday to Friday now, so you know, grab it free. I have a little notification to remind me to do them, but they're also on mobile and they're not massively expensive. I mean, trickery maybe. I think it's just really clever. Even in youth, we knew the work our mothers left for us. Ro, I see a fear. Do you forget how young we were? I haven't played Fez since I finished it. Be a cool one for remastering, but I know Phil Fish would never do that. I don't even know if it's... I don't think it's even backwards compatible. So, are we collecting memories? Oh, we put something in our hat. We're putting things in our hat instead of taking things out of our hats. But it's just... the graphics are just so simple but really clever. The geometry is just so crisp. Everything is done in pixel, but it doesn't look pixely chunky. It just looks beautiful. I only had to look up one part of one level in the first game because it was requiring 3D spacey stuff, and my brain just went, nope, I am refusing to work. So I looked up like just the one bit how I needed to get over, and then I was fine. But the rest of it was like I was quite pleased with myself for figuring it all out. The Oasis, in which young eyes see new wonders. So we've been introduced to the turny things, which you can't step on, which you can't move when they're... And now... See? Escher 3D brain fart. You can move these things when things are on them, so we can go... Whoop! Oops! But you can't move the turny things when they're on them. You're going to start your laptop to get this game. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, I add one of the ones that's free when it's advertised to my wish list, so I get an email. But yeah. But yeah, I'm not entirely certain when. I think it may... I don't know when the free games... Thursdays. Okay. Is it still free then? Because it's Saturday today. It's the only time you'll entertain anything mathematical, and it's only because of Maurice. I mean, this is... geometry in my head, so it's like understanding 3D and Eschering, you know, futzing with 3D to break your brain. No! And sometimes things like that happen. Oh! Shit. Now we're sideways. End of Wednesday. Okay, yeah. I couldn't remember whether it was just this Thursday that had passed that it had it. Okay. So, apparently we want to do that first. There we go. Cool. So yeah, it was the week before last, or the week before the week before last. Oh my god, come on. Both of you, get on the weird little Lego brick. Thank you. That Monument Valley 1 was, but then I know that, and then I think Monument Valley 3 may be the week after next. I'm not sure. Possibly not. I think that might be wrong. It was just 1 and 2. But anyway, the point is that at least one of them is free on Epic. If you're enjoying it, but also they're not massively expensive on any platform. Ah, right. Okay, it's point and click thing. Gotcha. Was the first one available at any point? I know I get every Epic game as long as I remember to look at the reminder. Designated bed rot day. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get you out of bed. I mean, you can look on your phone. Epic lets you get stuff on your phone. I had bed rot day yesterday. because I had a friend over on Thursday and then I was exhausted, and I was still exhausted this morning, but I feel a bit better now. I'm oh, hello. We're making stars apparently. I'm heading to see a friend Monday to Friday next week, so there won't be any streams Tuesday, Thursday next week. It's in my schedule anyway. Cool. Feels very slightly less cohesive, like overarching story, but that doesn't stop the puzzles being fun. Also, it has photo mode. And I'm very good at convincing people to play games if I stream something that takes their fancy. So, you know. But yeah, I understand very much about wanting to stay in bed. Generally, I do until I'm like, oh, I need to eat something. And then it's like, well, then I'll come in here. But in here's not as comfy to sit and read. So then I put something on the TV, I load up a game, The Viaduct, in which the child learns her first lesson. So yeah. Oh! Cool. Well, I'll have to check that one out so I can have the set, because if I ever play it, which I might do at some point if I can get a PC setup that works for me streaming. So the child does what the parent does. You can't tell them individually to not to do things. So it's kind of a mirror-y thing. Oh, the ghost is back. But yeah, very much Escher break my brain. Especially when you have the infinite curve thing. It's easy to be nervous when she grows so quickly. Often the challenges we face do not require the strength to hold on, but the strength to let go. Because the little ghost things you met basically told you off for stealing stuff and saying you were doing a good thing for turning things off. Why am I vibrating? Been sent some images. My phone's been buzzing all day because family are like, we are doing stuff and we have lots of pictures to show you. And my dad does his, where is this picture of? And then I generally just either, you know, look it up on the internet or check where my mum is. My goal to call me a cheat this morning because I used Find My Friend to figure out where it was that they were. And I'm like, if it's not against the rules, it's not cheating. If there are no rules, then how can something be cheating? No, the button made you go away. Okay. So I got upset. Reasonably. And if it was a joke, then it wasn't funny, especially when my family know that I don't do jokes. Maybe I need to introduce them to tone markers. Okay. Alright, hang on. Yeah, the trick with this one is the kid mimics the mum, and that's where you have to get them. So they can do two things at a time, but that's what you have to do to get them to do things. So you have to make the mum go across stuff. Oh god, yeah. Plan on ordering food. Heck. You do, you know, what you need for self-care. Seriously. There is nothing wrong with ordering a takeout or having a ready meal or something easy. Yay! Sometimes you just gotta figure out how to reunite mum and kid. At the end of the level. I just find this is a really sort of relaxing one. Yeah. Ah, now we let out the stars that we got. And make a cool Etch-a-Sketch. Not Etch-a-Sketch. Those you used to have a pen and like rotating gears. Apparently it still exists now because my niece was playing with them. I can't think what they're called. Spirograph, thank you. Apparently I'm just making new constellations. It's cute. Yeah, Spirograph, not Etch-a-Sketch. Etch-a-Sketch is something completely different. But yeah, there are definitely no rules. Fed is better than not fed. Anything that gets you fed is therefore good. View artifact. Okay, so... Ah, right. Okay, so we are actually doing constellations. We are doing constellations. Excellent. So that's that one. That one... I don't know whether we actually made all of those or whether that has just sort of happened. We can probably fit one more level in. Oh, rubbing fingerprints. That used to be the little Joy-Con for the Wii. Child must find her own path in the archipelago. Archipelago. Love the World Duck. Ah, so we're following... Are we following the kid? Ooh, hello. Aha, hello. I like it. I like definitely like the bits where you have to do cool little things like you separating out the level and then put the level back together. There was some really, really cool ones in the DLC for Monument Valley 1. Like, really cool. Including a really Eschery one. No. The only problem is the snap too. never quite snaps the way I want it to. Yay! We opened the door for Mum. But yeah. So, this is free on Epic right now, so go get it. If you don't have it already. But also it is available on Xbox, PlayStation, etc., etc. If you would like to break your brain. Hi, Mom. And the color, the aesthetics of the game are just gorgeous. It's just so clever and so, like, poignant. Ah. So that switches round. Ah, we can't. We have to be there. Right. Maybe we should go through the... door first. No, too far. Okay. Press the button first. No, we can't press the button because we've got to get the yellow things in. But yeah, the combination of perspective and just the time and effort it must have taken to make these just fit together so beautifully. Hi, Mom. I sound like Ray. She has done well, but some lessons must be learned alone. Solitude brings its own perspective, and you both have more to see. Now that I know I'm making a constellation, I will make it a little better in my spirograph. Slightly more traditional. But this is the end of the stream. Thank you to everyone who's been here today. Thank you to Scruff for the resub. Thank you to Ideal Xbox and Penguin Pop for the games. Not bad on the achievements today as well. Even though they haven't been popping on screen, they are... Oh, that's interesting. So we've done 5. So that'd be the docks, and then we've got a bunch more here that I think might be because we get back round to the beginning. So maybe that then goes into the Lost Forest, where she goes on her own. So we're setting sail for the forest. I do slightly more, but we have run out of time today. 15 achievements, but that's, you know, we've gotten a lot more than 15 today. We've got the whole of Higgs Boson. We did 3 more games before that as well. So very beautiful game, Monument Valley 2. So yeah, thanks to Ideal Xbox and Penguin Pop Games for the codes for today's showcase. Chill puzzle stream. Hopefully you spotted something, and if you do like Monument Valley, go grab it for free on Epic. In fact, if you've not got a reminder set up to grab your free Epic games, grab them, even if you're never going to play them. It's free games. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm grabbing games I have no interest in, but, you know, free. At some point, you know, I may decide to try and find something I like. But for now, that is it for today. We have a stream tomorrow. I'm not sure whether we're going to do promo or date everything. If anyone has any preferences, let me know in the Discord, or drop me a DM or whisper. We will not be streaming next week, but we will be streaming next weekend. So after tomorrow, the next stream will be the Saturday co-stream with Jessie. We're back with the Talos Principle 2 DLC. We have quite a large island in the second part of the DLC to explore, so that's going to take us a little while, and hopefully my brain won't break partway through the stream and decide not to let me talk. I had to find stuff in the game to read to enable me to ask for help. That was an interesting experience. Don't ask. Weird brain. But anyway, thank you for being here today. It's been really nice spending time with you all. And yeah, hopefully you had fun, or at least wasted 3 hours. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. For now, I've been Jo, otherwise known as Angel SK, and I'll catch you later.